Hello, my name is Michael Boyle, and I'm the Associate Professor of Political Science and Chair of the Political Science Department. And it's my pleasure to talk with you today a little bit about the Political Science Department at LaSalle University, about some of the things that are on offer, the programs that we have, the opportunities that we present for our students, and some of the outcomes that I think are really important to note. So although I would much rather be with you in person and get a chance to meet with you, I hope this sort of stands in lieu of an opportunity to talk you really through but what an exciting and dynamic department we have in political science at LaSalle and what kind of opportunities we have coming for students in the future. The first thing to really understand about the political science department at LaSalle is that it really offers 3-degree programs, and I'll kind of talk through each of them. The first is a standard political science degree, which focuses on a set of courses from all of the major political science subfields. Those include American politics, for example, the study of the presidency and Congress, international relations, which is really about theories of war and peace, comparative politics, where we study the processes within states, asking why some states become more democratic and some states become more wealthy than others. And finally, political theory, where we look at the great books of political science, from Plato and Aristotle to Hobbes and to Locke. That program, the political science program, is probably the largest program that we have in the department, and certainly most students wind up taking this kind of well-rounded program in political science, which allows you to focus on whether you're interested in the domestic politics part of it or the international relations part of it. For those who are much more interested in a degree in international relations, we actually offer that as well in tandem with a number of different other departments at LaSalle, including foreign languages, history, and economics. What international relations really is about, as I said, theories of war and peace, but it's designed to get people to think hard about how states interact. Why do they cooperate? Why do they do the things that they do? How do they build economic opportunities for cooperation together and sign treaties and so on? To get to grapple with those sort of problems, we encourage students to take a set of courses in international relations theory, but also to do 2 other things. The first is to really specialize in a foreign language. So the international relations degree, unlike political science, requires 4 courses in a foreign language. And this gives students the opportunity to really get to grips with a foreign language, whether it be Spanish or French, German, Russian, or so on. We also encourage students to develop a regional or thematic expertise. Maybe you're interested in Latin America, maybe you're interested in Africa, maybe you're interested in Asia, or maybe you're interested in questions around security or economics. And what we encourage them to do with the international relations degree is to take courses in other disciplines that help them develop deep regional expertise. So a student in an international relations program might be taking a history course on Latin America. They might be taking a course on political economy in Latin America and economics department. They might also be taking some courses on crime in Latin American criminal justice. And so what we begin to see there is students going from a number of different disciplines, a real interdisciplinary approach, to be able to really kind of grapple with that set of issues. And that's great training for students that eventually want to go on and work for the State Department, the UN, and other kind of programs. The third major program that we offer in the political science departments is politics, philosophy, and economics, sometimes known as PPE. And this is a relatively unique program that exists in a lot of British universities, exists in LaSalle as well, and a number of universities across the United States, but it's growing in excitement and interest around the country. And what PPE is exactly what it sounds like. It's a blend of politics, philosophy, and economics, where you take the courses in political science, but you also take courses in philosophy and in reasoning, in logical reasoning, for example, and you take the core courses in economics, so you get the kind of quantitative skills that you would need to get with a good economics degree. And so PPE is a relatively boutique, unique program where you take courses in all 3 of those departments and put them together in a course of study that sums up in a capstone about kind of where you want to go in your career. And PPE is seen as great training for work in government, also for applications to law school and other similar sets of programs. What kind of skills do we hope you get in any of these majors? The first, and I think one of the most important, is in writing. The political science department has a strong commitment to writing, essay writing, and reasoning. And we do this because one of the things that employers tell us is that the thing that matters most to them is getting students that can write. And so we think it's extraordinarily important that students come out of a LaSalle political science degree with an ability to write. So we have minimum paper requirements. We also, at the end of the career for the students, have them write a 40-page capstone. And I know that sounds intimidating, but you've got a whole year to work on it. You write a summative research project that is about something that excites you, is interesting to you, and at the same time shows your research and writing chops in a way that is serious for an employer. And so this year we've had students working on everything from gender in American politics to working on issues about criminal justice to disinformation campaigns in Ukraine and other places. We also have students in all 3 degree programs begin to develop a real skill of analysis of complex problems. I mean, what we see in the political world today is that if you take one lens, whether it would just be the politics of something, or if you take, for example, just even the economics lens, it's not sufficient. What you need is to be able to bring through a number of different lenses to complex problems and to teach people how to reason in this way. And we have a course very specifically set up that's required as part of all 3 programs to get students to reason with numbers, to reason with data, to be very good consumers of data and numbers. And we find that that helps for a lot of the careers that they wind up looking to do once they graduate. We also emphasize, particularly in PPE, but in all of the programs, quantitative reasoning. It's not lost on anybody that an ability to work with data is extremely important, an ability to understand data and to work and understand, not just when you're kind of seeing data used in an inappropriate way, but how you yourself would work with it is important for a whole variety of careers. And so we have a lot of students that are working now in fields that require quantitative reasoning, particularly in policy analysis, in some cases in business. And we emphasize this within the courses themselves. And we also encourage students to take minors, for example, in departments like economics or in finance that help them really get the kind of skills that they would need on the job market. We also emphasize the importance of foreign languages. Everyone is well aware that we live in a globalized world, for all that is good and bad about that, and understanding other languages is crucial, particularly for students in international relations. And I want to emphasize that's particularly important for students who think they want to go into the State Department or the CIA, any of the United Nations organizations, that showing you have capacity with French, with Spanish is extremely important, and that students who have an ability with foreign languages do really well on the job market. And the final thing that we try and develop is what I would describe as policy expertise. You know, it's not good enough just to walk out and say, I have a generalized degree. What you really want is an expertise in this particular subject or issue area. And so we try and get students to become experts on housing or tax policy or other forms of reasoning like that, so that they become real experts in what they're trying to work on a particular issue and can go right into government and be useful. What type of internships and opportunities do we have? Well, the first thing is we do offer internships for credits, as well as we encourage students to take internships during the summer. And I often say that internships are one of the most valuable things that you can wind up doing because an internship is a great opportunity for you to be able to show that you have careers and can work very well in a professional environment. And so we strongly encourage internships as part of our curriculum, and we allow students to take those for credit. We have a separate minor that's affiliated with the department called Leadership and Global Understanding, where students will do a number of travel study programs, as well as try and work within their community to show a connection between local problems and kind of global problems. And a lot of students that are going on graduate school or law school find an LGU, Leadership and Global Understanding program, is really valuable to them. We also have travel study opportunities. Political science faculty members have taken students to Portugal and to Italy and to Cuba and gotten a chance to see how essentially their course material plays out in the real world. And the university has a rich array of travel study opportunities that we encourage our students to take. It's very common that students in all 3 of our programs spend a semester elsewhere, whether it be in Greece or in Russia or in Spain, and really come back enriched by the experience. We have a range of extracurricular activities that are associated with the department, from talks with alumni to extracurricular student societies to opportunities to get involved in campaigns. We have a very strong pipeline of students from our department that are working in campaigns on both the Democratic and Republican side. And finally, we host the St. Thomas More Pre-Law Society, which is essentially a university society open to any student that wants to apply to go to law school. And this is designed to connect you with legal alums, with judges, with lawyers that are LaSalle alums, that want to help current students, want to help them frame their choices for going into law school, think hard about what that in fact actually means, and to get into the best law schools they possibly can. And so really, the St. Thomas More Pre-Law Society exists to help students network and be effective when they decide to apply for law school. So what do you do after with a political science degree? Well, I would say about half of our students wind up going on to law school. Political science is a really great way that you can go on to law school. And we offer a number of courses in the department taught by a lawyer that are useful for law school. For example, we offer Constitutional Law 1 and 2, Environmental Law, and Criminal Law. And this is really important. We want students that want to get into the best law school that they can, and also to be aware of what it actually means to go to law school. And so a lot of our students wind up going on to law school, and they find a great society or connection with students that are part of the other students that want to go to law school. It's worth pointing out that among our extracurricular activities at LaSalle is a mock trial team that is nationally competitive, and a lot of our students who want to go to law school wind up joining our mock trial team. So if you're excited about mock trial, taking our legal classes, working in the mock trial team is a great combination for you. A lot of our other students go into government jobs, both at the federal, state, and local level, and we have a strong record of getting them placed, as well as alumni networks to help students. Some students wind up going on working for nonprofit organizations, advocacy organizations, and community service organizations. And another portion of our students wind up going on and working in business. So we have students that come out, they've trained in political science, but because they have such a rich array of writing and reasoning and analytic and quantitative skills, they're able to get jobs in businesses. So we have students working in economic development, housing, and so on. And finally, we have students doing a lot of other exciting things. We have people that are around the United States doing different sets of community service jobs, as well as Fulbrights, as well as many of the other national scholarship programs. We've sent a tremendous number of students on to graduate programs, even in some cases in PhDs. So it's not that you are only doing political science if you want to go to law school or you want to work in government. As a matter of fact, there's a rich array of opportunities for you if you want to come out of a political science degree and get a job in many different places around the United States. And so with that, that sort of sums up the kind of short presentation that I have, but I want to encourage anybody who has any questions about political science at LaSalle University to feel free to email me. My name is Michael Boyle. I'm the chair of the department, and my email is boylem@lasalle.edu. I'm always happy to answer your questions. Thank you all very much.